And now the final two in this first round. Again, they're not shooting against each other. They're shooting to try to become one of the top 4 with points to advance to the semifinals. Hubert Davis from Dallas, former New York Knick, and Jeff Hornacek from the Utah Jazz.
Reggie, you think it's an advantage going last? Now you know a score that you can chase for these two guys?
We've just had an update, a correction on one of the scores. They changed Tracy Murray to now he has 14 points. So keep that straight with what the totals are to beat as we go into the final in the first round.
Tell you what, Hubert Davis is a guy who practices more than anybody in this gym as far as shooting.
I tell you what, Jeff Hornacek, when you look at him, everything could be a positive for him this time, because the last time he was at this event, Doc, he only got 7 points.
Hubert Davis is on the road. I'm telling you, Hubert Davis right now is on fire.
Well, Jeff Hornacek said that last year he tried to copy Danny Ainge's strategy and shoot just standing set shots. He said this year he's going to shoot it in his own rhythm and not worry about it.
And Hubert Davis hit 8 in a row before he missed.
Yeah, now you know what happened? Both of these guys started out on fire, and it looks like they're wearing down a little bit. Hornacek is in it for sure.
Well, Jeff Hornacek is really doing a great job because he has the lowest score.
Hubert needs the money ball.
Got it!
Shot.
Hubert got it around the rim off the board and back in for Hubert Davis. So now let's look at the finals here. I believe Davis has 15.
Yes.
I tell you what, that's Jeff Hornacek. Look at this. Last year he shot all set shots. This time he said, I'm going to shoot my regular jumper. I talked to him before this, and he said, I didn't practice one time. I had something else on my mind. Just before this All-Star break, we had to play the Bulls.
Yeah, you know, he told me he tried to practice, and they didn't have a ball rack.
That's right.
So he laid them on the floor and started shooting around. He said it just wasn't the same, so he stopped shooting.
He said, I'll tell you something else he said was really interesting. He said that this year he had to think of the clock, and he had somebody calling the times out.
At one point, and was 5 for 5 on the 2-point money
You
ball.
got to remember, in the first round, he made 8 in a row. So far, what Hubert Davis has showed us is that he's a streak shooter. And the second round, he was on a streak a lot longer.
You see that Jeff Hornacek got off to a great start, slumped a little, and then had 6 points, all 6 points on the 4th round.
Well, Jeff Hornacek told me that he practiced a little bit by listening to the music. He's going to get his rhythm by just staying, concentrating on the music and getting into it.
What kind of music?
A little acid rock.
He is starting to feel it himself.
And you
He
know
really gets up on his shot.
Well, and he's approaching the rack. He wants to keep the rack on the right side of him. That's why every time he approaches the rack, he goes around the bottom side so it stays in his rhythm hand.
Got the money ball.
Big shot.
2 racks to go. A total of 12 points possible.
You better get it going.
He's got to get one to avoid elimination.
This is big.
Got the money.
Big ball. This is a huge rack for him.
Yes.
That ball eliminated Charlie Ward.
Oh, his legs went on that last shot. The last 2 shots, his legs left him.
I tell you what, though, 15 is not going to be easy to beat.
Dale Ellis is up next.
Yes, it is.
And he's got to beat 15. Charlie Ward has been eliminated.
But you can see Jeff Hornacek, he gets up so high on this shot. And Reggie, you were right. His legs start going towards the end. That hurt him.
That's 3 leg shooters in this tournament, and 3 leg shooters doing well. I tell you what, last year he shot all set shots, and that's just one of his kids, counting them up, Allen and Ryan. He's got 6, 7. Come on, Dad.
Yep, he's thinking about a new swing set.
Let's go to Cheryl.
Thanks a lot, Bob. Well, the last 2 racks there, Jeff, look like your legs are about to give out. A little tight on the last rack.
Oxygen. Where's the oxygen? That's what happened. I took 3 warm-ups about a week before this competition. That's what happened. The second, third times I got a little tired.
How difficult is it being in this competition and being a jump shooter?
Well, takes a little more out of you. That's why I tried to shoot a little bit of a set shot, and it kind of hurt me there. But biggest key was I didn't make any of the 2-pointers.
All right, thanks a lot. Let's go back to you, Doc, talking about set shots.
Okay, shooters.
No, we have
3rd round.
What's impressive, Reggie, is that you move the line back, and if you look in the history of the league in this tournament, it's been big guys. Larry Bird, who's won this. Right now, we got 3 small guys and 1 big guy. I think that is really interesting.
Now, remember, in this shootout, it's the same rules, but only 24 seconds. Top score goes to the finals.
Well, this could mean a lot for Jeff because the last time he was in this event, he only got 7 points. And I tell you what, Michael Jordan and Douglas Shrimp are the 2 guys that got the lowest points prior to that.
Well, I think he's going to the finals.
I think so, too.
He is on fire.
Got the money ball.
By the way, did I pick him, guys?
Yeah, I think he did.
And that one counted. The one last shot he took would not have. But unofficially, Jeff Hornacek, who hit 8 in a row, has 11 points. Now, these 11 points, remember, forget all the previous scores. They don't advance. So Dale Ellis knows what he's got to do. He's got to have more than 11 in 24 seconds. They're Tyler and Ryan, the sons of Jeff Hornacek.
They're thinking new bike, new swing set.
They know they're on their way to Disney World.
That means that Jeff can really take his time at each rack. He does not have to finish to beat that amount of points.
Jeff Hornacek, you see what his semifinal score was. Remember, once again, those totals don't advance to this round. He starts with 0.
I think we can go out on a limb here and say Jeff is sitting pretty if he takes his time.
Well, you remember, he got tired, and you made the point. He shot 12 extra balls. So all he has to do in these first couple of racks is just get a lead.
Ooh,
that's a big ball.
Only 2.
He's got plenty of time. He does not have to rush, but remember, he said that he wants to shoot it in his rhythm, which means he's got to jump hard.
He ran the rack and got the money ball.
He is in great shape.
He's in tremendous shape.
All he needs to do is make 3 balls or 2 and 1 with the money ball.
And he has 30 seconds.
This could be right here.
Still hasn't won.
If I was him, I would dribble it like a free throw. That's it. He won. And his kids are going crazy right now.
I'll tell you what,
he's putting cherries on the sundae now. It's all over. Jeff Hornacek is going to be the champion.
And Utah Jazz have been shooting it well all night.
Yes.
Karl Malone in the finals of the 2-ball competition. Excuse me.
Yes.
Jeff Hornacek, well, his children, Tyler and Ryan, who've been really cheerleading, come out there to share in the glory. Watch them here.
Look at the emotion. Yes. Boy. That's college. He can pay for their college tuitions now.
At these days, it's $20,000. That's about what, the one semester. Craig Sager.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff. Obviously, talked clear about your past experiences. Reggie said you only got 7 one year. What was the difference this time?
Well, last time I tried to shoot a set shot so I could get all 25 shots off, and this year I just said I'm going to take my normal shot. If I get all 25 off, fine. If I don't, then I just concentrate on the ones I do shoot, and luckily this time I got them all in, even when I was shooting the jumper.
Earlier in the 2-ball, your teammate Karl Malone and Tammy Reese got to the finals. He told you he wanted you to win it.
Well, Carl, that's the demanding Carl, whether it's a little competition like this or games. You know, he's got the competitor spirit. He said, we almost did it. You go out there and do it. So I'm just out of the way.
Great individual award, but what about the team? You're beating the Bulls twice this year. Is this the year you can go from the finals and win it all?
Well, we hope so. You know, we have the capability there last year and playoffs last year. Make the big play. We got.
Okay, we lost the microphone there of the interview with Jeff Hornacek, but we didn't lose our video replays of Jeff Hornacek, who becomes the 8th different winner in the 13 years of competition in the AT&T long distance shootout. Congratulations to Jeff Hornacek of the Utah Jazz.